All right. Hello, everybody. My name is Tony Two Pint. This is April Newly Me, and together with Mish, we are Black and Soul. Today, we are both going to be, I guess, working in here, working on some stuff.
We're doing Iron Chef, y'all.
I don't know about
I'm
Iron
taking
Chef.
this as being a competitive challenge.
April is super competitive. I'm not as competitive as she is. I'm actually terrified. I've never made anything on
It's a challenge.
live on camera, so this is gonna be it's pretty interesting for me.
It's gonna be a contest.
But I know it says quiche versus tart, but in the interest of time, doing fruit and stuff might be a little difficult. So I'm gonna make little baby pecan pies, and also in the interest of time because they don't take as long to bake and as the larger crust. Also, I'm not gonna make crust because it gets a little hot in here, and when you're working with pastry dough, that temperature is a huge thing that needs to stay in control. So it's a little difficult to work with when it's hot. So I'm gonna use some of these pre-made crusts. April has a completely already placed crust that she has in the oven right now.
It's a competition.
But yeah, I got this going on.
So
go ahead.
So I'm going to be making a quiche. I am more of a savory versus sweet person. Yeah, I didn't. Well, when we first did this tarts versus quiche, I'm not a tart person. I don't really like tarts that much. I much rather have a quiche. Y'all know I'm an egg freak, so I'm gonna be doing that. Like Tony said, to do pie crust. First off, I don't do pie crust. I'm not a baker. That's Tony. It would have been too much to ask Tony to do that beforehand and then come on here and cook for everybody. I'm just gonna make this like this so they're seeing
That's
both
not
of us.
you.
Tony loves to have the camera like 35% me and like
it's not even about
her.
that.
Do you see how like it's not? It's like crooked. I don't know why she wants people to see.
It's crooked. I don't like. You can move it over here, but it needs to be straight.
Now my head's chopped off.
Well, I want them to see what you're doing.
Anywho, I like to do quiche just because it's super affordable. 2, you could put anything in it. Like I put everything in quiche. I put spinach in quiche. I put asparagus. Asparagus in quiche is really good. Tomatoes, onions, like any like leftover produce, you could put it in a quiche. It's like one of those dishes where anything but the kitchen sink can go in. So that's why I like it. So I'm gonna be doing mini peppers, tomatoes, broccoli, onions, and cheese. And then I have a secret ingredient I'll tell y'all about. I really don't be telling people, but I like y'all, so I'm going to tell y'all my secret ingredient in a little bit. But I'm just going to chop everything up because mine's going to take longer because I'm using a regular size pie crust opposed to my babe's minis.
Okay, so yeah, doesn't look like we have too many people on yet, but you start by melting some butter. I'm going in the microwave in the interest of time. I usually would do this on the stove. So I'm going to put this in the microwave and let it melt.
This is like, do y'all watch Food Network? What's that basket show?
Oh, Chopped.
It's like Chopped, but we already know the ingredients. This is not like
in my head.
We on Chopped right now, y'all.
See how rude and competitive April is?
I thought you didn't do that.
I didn't think so, but I told you I'd work it out if I did.
Tony be up here.
Make your leftover egg pie.
Oh, but I see how she talks under. We're gonna see how her little tarts, her struggle tarts come out. Since I'm making leftover egg pie.
You the one talking shit.
We'll see how her mini pies come out.
So we'll get working on mixing some of these things. Well. All right. So most of the filling for pecan pie is going to be eggs. We're going to use 3 of them.
You can leave those out.
You need eggs also? Oh, I forgot. You're making an egg pie.
You really want to play that game with Talking Mess? We
Who's
can.
playing the game?
We can.
Is it not a pie of eggs?
We all know who's the queen of that.
Yeah, we know you like talking shit. Craft
Don't say it's me.
eggs.
Don't start with me. Your warped butter is ready.
Warped. Alright. Alright, so we got 3 eggs in dirty hands. And our butter is melted. Looking good. Melted butter. But we don't want to cook our eggs, so we're going to put this in the refrigerator for just a couple minutes so it can shake. So you cut your vegetables.
I'm just saying, why are you
Cut your vegetables. We're going to put this in the refrigerator because we don't want to poach the eggs that are in the filling. And April can stop talking shit now.
I can start talking shit.
No, you can stop talking shit. That's what it is.
You started.
I did not.
Be ready to finish it.
All right, so another big part of this is corn syrup. You can use light or dark. Some people also put vanilla extract, but this K-Roll light corn syrup already has vanilla in it, so we don't want to go overboard with that. So we're just going to use a cup of this, add it to our 3 eggs. And if y'all are on live, tap in through the comments. I'm still looking for them.
Normally, I put bacon in my quiche. I'm not feeling really meaty today.
So, adding a cup of that. To the eggs. I probably should have stolen that big bowl from April.
Yeah, but so sad.
Anybody sad over
So
here?
sad.
So, I don't need to re-up on this for the next thing we do.
Jalapenos.
Jalapenos.
And if you guys are in the chat, are y'all more of a sweet person or a savory person? Y'all like sweets in the morning, or do y'all like savory stuff? I'm not very. Even as a kid, or maybe because I was just like fat, I wasn't like a cereal type kid. Because most cereals for like kids are like super sweet. Like I asked my mom and granny to make me grits and sausage. Like I was that kid. Like I didn't want no damn Cocoa Puffs and all that shit. I wanted.
But you like pancakes and shit.
But I'm saying I'll eat pancakes at night. Like that. I'm not a sweet
Do we
breakfast
have
person.
big spoons? Don't we have a large spoon somewhere?
Like a serving spoon.
Yeah. Where's it?
Now this is Iron Chef, so I wouldn't be able to help her. Like she's
Domineer in the kitchen.
anyway.
Go ahead,
But
mix this
yeah,
up with that butter.
I'm more of a savory person. I didn't wake up like, oh, I want cuckoo Cocoa Puffs and sugar and shit. Like I wanted bacon and grits and eggs. Could have been because I was fat. That could also be it, but I'm just saying. Were you a sweet kid or a savory kid?
I tried some of both. I wasn't particularly one or the other.
My fat ass was.
Got a shell.
But yeah, like I said, for quiche, you can put anything in here. I am the type of person, and like some people are either or. I love putting broccoli in quiche, like broccoli and spinach and asparagus. I love that in quiche. I don't know why. That and eggs just goes so good together, in my opinion.
Broccoli and eggs.
Yes. Ugh, it goes so good. But I also am a veggie girl. Like my mom always tells people when I was little, like she didn't cut up slices of apples and bananas for me. I ate broccoli and carrots.
I don't used to eat whole bell peppers.
Al is a special type of person.
He ate bell peppers like they were apples.
Al's her our little brother, but Al's special. So for this quiche, I think I'm gonna start with 5 eggs. And beat this up. My dish is like super. I think Tony, yours is simple too. All I'm doing is cutting up vegetables, mixing eggs like you would scrambled, and popping it in a pie tin. That's really all it is.
My
It's
whisk.
not hard. And it looks super fancy. Like if you guys ever go to like a brunch or something like that and you want to look fancy, like you know how to do some shit, but you really don't, do a quiche. Super easy.
So we got Kira and Virginia in the chat.
Kira!
Virginia says she's eating raw broccoli right now.
My Florida boo.
Kira took away her message, but I already read it. It said that she needs a dip if she's gonna eat raw broccoli.
Yeah, that's one of the only times. Sometimes I'll eat ranch. I only eat ranch with like my broccoli and carrots or buffalo wings.
All right.
Hi, Virginia. So y'all, Virginia texted me. That's my homegirl that's on the chat. Virginia texted me. Why did I text her, y'all, and just never sent the text? Like for 2 days.
Let me out here lying to the people.
2 damn days. I've done that so many times with people. Like I'll type it out, but just don't press fucking send. All right.
Oh, Sammer says he's still trying to decide whether he's sweet or savory.
Sammer!
So we're gonna work with this pie crust while we're waiting for that butter to cool some. That's melted. Like I said, we don't want to poach our eggs. We just, need the butter to be melted, which it is, but it's still a little hot. I usually make my own pie crust, but in the interest of time, I'm gonna work with whatever this is. I've never used this, so.
I just want to let y'all know that it's already 98 degrees in California, and we're in a kitchen where the oven is 400 fucking degrees.
You still got it on 400?
You want me to turn it down?
Yeah, I need 375.
I just want y'all to know how much we love y'all, because it's hot as fucking here.
Yeah, and we have to share the kitchen, which is not.
I don't like sharing my kitchen.
So I got these when I started baking. I got these shells for pie crust. So these are the miniatures, ones I'm going to use. We'll see how many I can make out of this particular one. We drape it in. See what it looks like.
This is Tony's first time doing anything in front of people. Even me, like, she doesn't like me around when she bakes, because Tony is a very technical person. So that's why baking is good for her, because she loves numbers, measuring, all that shit. But I want y'all to be kind, because she is very nervous, but she's doing great. Oh. She doesn't like doing shit in front of people like this. So this is like super big for her.
All right, we're gonna add a little bit to the top. We do want this to come over a little bit, not super draped over, but we don't want to see the shell we're looking at it from the inside. Thank you, Kira. That's sweet of you. Appreciate the encouragement.
Kira is my girlfriend in Florida. Did you know that?
I did not know that. So I know Brittany is my girl. But even though she betrayed me in the poll, I put up a poll, team sweet or savory, where people fucking with me or April, and I got whooped in the poll, so that has shot my confidence as well. But it's all good. We're gonna do this.
So for seasoning, I just do the basic salt and pepper, but because of extra, I do put. Sorry, I do put a little Cajun seasoning. I know y'all like Avery cut everything. I do. So it's salt, pepper, Cajun seasoning, and then I'm gonna tell y'all what my secret ingredient is.
I'm interested to know the secret ingredient also.
You're not gonna like it.
I don't think I know it. April be trying to hide shit from me because she be putting stuff in things that I won't eat on its own. So she thinks I'm 12, so that I won't eat it if I know. I am not. All right. Boom. This one did
my pantry making me feel like I'm obese. Y'all saw has to squeeze between the damn.
Well, you have a fan blocking it.
Jesus. I feel like Big Mama up in here. Anyway, just a little bit. Just hit it with a little bit of the Cajun seasoning. Yeah, everyone that scrambles eggs a lot, you know, you're supposed to.
You took my whisk. I've been looking for that the
I didn't
entire
take it.
time.
I just got it out of the drawer. Don't be mad at me because you didn't prep your station.
That's my whisk. You know I needed
told
that.
Tony, prep your station.
I did.
You didn't obviously. She didn't find the whisk.
You took it.
I just literally got that.
Who put it in that drawer?
That's where it goes.
No, it doesn't.
Anyway, she didn't prep her station. When you an Iron Chef, do you see the chefs arguing about prepping stations and what utensils?
They have their own whisk.
They don't do
that. That is mine, and you did not have yours.
It's not yours.
You do not have a whisk.
Anyway, anyone that scrambles eggs knows that you have to put a little bit of milk. But when I do quiche and things like casseroles that have to do with eggs, I always use a little bit of cream cheese. Some people use sour cream, but y'all know I don't like sour cream. Plus, cream cheese is more fatty, so we know it's gonna taste better.
Wow.
So I use a teaspoon, tablespoon. I use a spoonful of cream cheese. My favorite cream cheese is the spicy jalapeno. You can use regular, but I normally put jalapeno. Sorry, in my quiche anyway. I have it, so win-win for me. But yeah, use a little bit of cream cheese and or sour cream. I just don't like sour cream. Or you can use Greek yogurt. I always substitute everything for Greek yogurt, like sour cream wise, but that's a good one too.
Yeah, you also use it for mayo to substitute.
Mayo is the devil. I don't know how anybody just eats mayo. Just the smell of it. Just ugh. Where's my milk?
All right. So we got these. We'll poke them at the bottom in a minute. Let them set. This is cool enough not to be cooking. And the measurement is 1/3 of a cup.
See all that measurements and shit?
So we can't, I melted a stick, but we need 1/3 of a cup. So we'll make sure this is probably not the best technique.
My shit would be all over the place.
I'm going to go to the sink.
Also, when you use the cream cheese or the, I don't know about sour cream, but I'm assuming it works the same way. It just makes for a creamier quiche. The texture. You good?
Yeah, the bowl is still a little hot.
Okay.
All right. So. So we got 1/3 of a cup of melted butter. I'm going to join our mixture here. Rinse this out, because
why are you looking at my egg?
Well, I want that whisk here.
I'm supposed to share utensils when we're trying to do a challenge like this. And that is my whisk.
It is not your whisk.
Competition. Okay. So like I told you guys before, I just got the regular, like the pre-made crust. This is what I normally buy. I'm not doing all this baking and measuring type shit. So before I got with Tony, this is what I always bought. Plus, this makes life easier. I'm all about semi-home cooking. But when you get a pie crust like that, bake it for 10 to 15 minutes on 400. And I don't know if you can see it, but poke holes in the bottom of your pie crust. That will prevent you, like, you ever like cut into a pie crust and like the whole shit just falls apart? That's going to prevent that from happening. So basically it's just to be bougie and make sure when you cut into it, it looks cute, to be perfectly fucking honest.
It also cooks more evenly if you.
Oh, well, there you go. I'm just worried about my shit looking cute. So
yeah, because they don't get to taste it. You trying to fly.
First off, all my food tastes good. Shame the devil, stop lying.
Tell the truth, shame the devil.
Whatever.
Your black card is revoked for fucking that up.
Your ass just lied to the people. My shit always tastes good.
I didn't say it didn't taste good. What was the lie?
Just saying.
You finished with that? They don't have to taste it. You said all you worried about is it looking cute. Why is this water? What's going on with water pressure here?
Shady. I've been telling you that. The maintenance people suck. I wouldn't even say the maintenance people. It's people that manage the maintenance people that won't want to come in here. Right. But anyway, so yeah, I'm just putting my veggies in. And I'm not team put the veggies in with the egg mixture just because you don't really know the measurements, because if you're buying large, medium eggs, you don't really know how far it's going to come up to the crust. And I feel like when you mix the eggs and the vegetables, if it's too much, I'm wasting vegetables. Like all this shit I'm about to put in a Ziploc bag and use. But if I would have mixed it all at once, I would have just wasted vegetables. I'm also using pre-shredded. Y'all know I don't really like pre-shredded, but I was sick and I'm feeling much better, but I'm trying to minimize everything. Plus, this has to cook for like 40 minutes, so I don't really have time to shred. But definitely, if you can, I would shred your cheese.
All right, I'm gonna put this crust waste over here somewhere.
You can't save it?
I'm sure I can. It's in my way.
Oh.
So now for the dry ingredients. This recipe calls for 2/3 cups of sugar. I like to substitute 1/3 cup for brown sugar, and then regular white sugar for the other third. So that's what we're gonna do here.
Why didn't you use? What's the difference between dark and light brown sugar? Just because I don't.
Dark and light brown sugar.
Yeah, like the
I mean,
taste
it
different?
gives a color. I mean, I think there's more Maillard reactions in the darker.
More what reaction?
I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but Maillard reactions make things dark as they cook. So it's been
I don't know what Auntie Raulina uses.
But you can use light or dark brown sugar in this recipe. Just like you can use light or dark syrup. So
show you guys the pie so far without it being cooked. Cheese on top.
This is not opening.
What happened?
Trying to get this open. I'm struggling. Probably because I'm nervous, but
it's okay. You're doing good, right? Wait, here's something straight off. You're doing really good.
Okay, here. Oh, it's another measuring.
You want it all the way across or not? Like a little corner?
Pull this. If you're gonna cut it off, pull this down. This is what's gonna seal it.
How do you want me to cut it though?
You can cut it across. Just don't cut this red part.
There you go.
Thank you. Okay. This one's kind of hurting for the sugar. April loves sugar in her coffee in the morning. She uses more sugar than I do most of the time. So I'm gonna get 1/3 cup of this.
Sugar. I also use like a shitload of creamer, and then I put whipped cream on top. My coffee be 5 million calories, y'all. And I don't care. It'll be bomb as fuck though.
Alright. Fill this out.
Sorry, y'all, just trying to clean up a little bit because a lot of shit going on in here.
But yeah, I'm making a mess is what I'm doing while she's cleaning. It's poetic. So we got 1/3 cup of white sugar. Now I'm going to do the 1/3 cup of brown. The only union-operated coffee shop here in Boston has a spicy Diablo cream cheese that is so good. Got to grab extra napkins for the forehead sweat.
Yeah,
I don't know nothing about that. For this particular activity, I packed the brown sugar in.
And what does pack mean? Like you just press it
down. Because, I mean, that's one of the struggles using volume measurements instead of mass measurements. Volumes is basically how much space it takes up. So 1/2 cup is how much, you can fill up of that cup. But if you don't pack it down, 1/2 cup is significantly less brown sugar than if you pack it down. Pack it down more fits. So that's what we're doing here. Brown sugar.
I'll be so serious when I say I'm not wasting nothing.
Brandy says, okay, Chef Tony.
Ain't she killing it? Lame and shit.
All right. Making a mess.
You're fine, man. I'll clean it.
All right. So there we got that. We need a quarter of a teaspoon of salt that I'm probably over here spilling, but yeah, we have the little salt cracker of the pink Himalayan salt, so
Yeah, I don't use
crack it
white
out.
sugar, y'all. I mean white salt.
Sorry. So quarter of a teaspoon of that we're gonna put in here to accentuate some of our flavors.
Pro tip, y'all. Vegetables freeze extremely well. So if you ever, like how I did, chopped up a bunch of shit and
All right. There's that.
chopped up a bunch of shit and you don't know what to do with them, put that shit in a Ziploc bag and put it in your freezer. It'll go base for a soup. So you could throw that shit in a pasta. Like, there have been times when me and Tony were like struggling, and we survived off of the shit like I put in the freezer. I'm not even playing. Don't be wasteful.
So Lily always bakes with weight measurement. Pieces are off when recipes use volume. I mean, that makes sense, Jason. Mass is conserved, volume is not. So you can have different amounts of an ingredient that take up the same volume. Temperature makes a difference. How far packed it is into a vessel makes a difference. Weight measurements are going to be more accurate especially if you have any variation in the density, which temperature would cause.
You got anything you want me to throw away?
You can throw away paper towel. I'm mixing, but then I need to use my whisk in a second.
Oh, it comes with two.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So we're gonna go with this.
Are you done with this?
No, don't check that. I'm gonna mix in
the
the
temperature instead of here. That's not sanitized.
But yeah, gotta be careful because I got the little bowl. I'm gonna get this good and mixed.
Sammer, did you decide if you were savory or sweet?
Oh, you hear her, Sammer? Are you savory or sweet, bud?
Did you decide? Come on and join the winning squad, boo. You know you like savory.
Got a chunk in here.
There was this place in Colorado. I don't remember the name of it. It was like a brunch spot, and they had like homemade. They made cinnamon rolls in that place.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Like
They
the
call
cinnamon
them-
rolls.
They
were
call
like,
them sticky buns.
They were the which I don't get. That's a whole different subject.
The language.
Yeah, cause like it's a damn cinnamon roll. It ain't even sticky bun. Anyway, they were literally the size of my head, and y'all know I got kind of a gnome, so it was like a bomb restaurant. And
But you
had
just said you was savory.
they had one with pecans, but notice I didn't eat it. I took it home and ate it at night. See, sweets are for dessert. All I'm saying.
All right. Start getting brown. Let us know that it's well mixed.
I'm thirsty. Are you done with these?
Yeah, I'm done with them.
Need the new sugar?
I don't need any more sugar. All right, so we got this filling, a well mixed steak. So we're gonna add our pecans.
Pecans.
And we'll see how many this actually is. April didn't bring me the big bag.
First of all, April went shopping in 179 weather yesterday. Plus, she told me she was doing the baby one, so I didn't get the big bag of pecans.
Still want a big and half pecans and not just.
Mm.
So we're just gonna dump these in.
I don't get no respect for my efforts.
You're silly.
I'm really thirsty. I want to go
Do your thing.
I'm gonna taste that tonic water.
So we got some in here. Mix it up. Make sure they're in there. We got some extra pecans that we can add to the individual shells if we feel like we didn't get enough.
You should crush them so they could be tiny little pecan pieces for the top. Just saying, that's what I would do.
Oh, okay. No matter what you do, these are gonna float to the top in the bowl and in the oven.
It's all right.
All right, so we're gonna deal with our crust.
Y'all ever had sparkling tonic water? Everything that's supposed to be like 50% less sugar or no sugar tastes sweet as fuck. That artificial. Oh, this is nasty. Never mind.
Wow, that's a it's a hell of a swing there that you just did.
It says 5 grams of sugar per can. It's just like that artificial, overly sweet taste.
Is it Calsamuna?
What, the brand? Are you talking to me?
No, I think that's someone's name in the comments.
Oh.
I don't know that person. Maybe they're a YouTube
Ooh,
friend of yours.
It's nasty. Mm-mm.
All right.
Do you want to taste it before
I don't need to taste it. I'm a little overwhelmed.
Ooh.
So,
nasty.
so we're going to try to fill these. Get us a good amount of...
I think you made more than enough.
this is for a 9-inch actual pie.
Oh. Yeah, you made it correct.
Well, the measurements you would have to reduce, and some of the measurements are really small. So
I'm sure.
You got to prorate the measurements. And you sure if I what?
If you had time, you would have did that. Mathematician.
Well, I mean, some things it's hard because when you say you have 3 eggs, there's no such thing as a half of an egg. Or,
True.
You got measurements. So there's that
This
one.
leaves a funky aftertaste.
You still talking about that drink?
It's nasty.
Miss Shay Shay says no tonic water.
Shay. Okay, girl, because I'm trying to
She ain't
do.
fucking with the tonic water.
I'm trying to do like this whole healthy shit. I'm not good at it.
Hmm.
So I was like, okay, it's called Aliop cherry vanilla tonic water. And I also have one that's strawberry vanilla. I'm like, okay, like I'm just picturing me out on my balcony, big glass, of this with ice, trying to be healthy, being cute. Girl, this is it's like, how people put that artificial sugar to substitute the sugar and it just end up like a Diet Coke, like that aftertaste that's just...
Yeah, Diet Coke is pretty gross. The Coke Zero tastes better than that, in my opinion.
It's too sweet. But that's like fake sweet. I don't like it. You done with this? You want me to wash this off?
Yeah, you can.
Ooh.
Since it's bothering you.
I'm just trying to clean up as we go.
I'm trying to focus on what I'm doing so I don't embarrass myself in front of all these people.
She's so nervous for no reason.
All right, so add a few more pecans to some of these.
Oh, you made 4.
Yeah.
Okay. That one
Now
like
the
it's a
scissors
little
back.
overflow.
I see it.
You want me to shut up? Okay. I feel like you... Sorry. That's Tony's nice way of saying, like, shut the fuck up.
No, I feel sugar over here.
We'll clean that up.
All right, put some more in some of these. She was correct, but I did notice this one has a little more filling than I intended, so I'm gonna remove some so it doesn't spill over when it's in the oven.
I'm just getting the sugar.
I don't want to take out pecans, just the filling.
Let me get rid of these.
Yeah, you can take those, sweetie. I don't know how April does this.
There's like,
gets on here and cooks in front of all these people. All right. Thank you, Simmer. I appreciate that. I'm confident in a lot of things, but preparing edible items on camera is not one of them.
And everything she's baked tastes good. Tony is her own worst critic in everything. Trust me, she's a perfectionist, and if it's not perfect in her head, it's a problem. But it's always, everything she does turns out great. All right.
So, this is kind of what they look like filled. This one could probably use a little bit more. Not that much. Okay. We'll get us a baking sheet. So they don't go directly on the rack.
Using the top or the bottom?
I usually put them on the top. All right. Can you see so we can listen? Alrighty. So we're in the oven. So now I guess we just talk shit for the rest of the time until we check on those items. I'm gonna set a little timer for mine.
What are you gonna do with this?
What am I gonna do with it?
Yeah, I'm in cleaning mode.
You can throw it away if it's bothering you. It's stressing me out.
Can you throw it away?
Huh?
Can you throw it away?
I'll do it afterwards if you want me to do it. Jason says, true story. My dad met Colonel Sanders. They were talking about pecan pie. Colonel corrected that a pecan is what you put
Colonel
under the.
Sanders from KFC.
A pecan is what you put under your belt.
Pecans.
Pecan.
It's pecans. Per my granny. And are you talking about the white dude with the beard and the white suit from KFC?
I'm guessing he is. I mean, I don't know no other Colonel Sanders.
That motherfucker in Canada?
I don't know. These people can move around. But yeah, people can be in other. People can move.
Damn Colonel Sanders and go to damn Canada.
You can be in any. I'm sure Canada has.
Hopefully your grandpappy slapped the fuck out of him.
I'm sure you can go to KFC there. Is that going to happen? I can throw it away. I know you wanted me to use it, but I don't know what to do with it. This stresses me out. This is stressing me out. I'm not sharing this egg with you anymore. The next time I bake on camera is gonna be just me.
I need to clean the surface because it's gross.
Jason says KFC. My dad had a franchise, and I don't know how to pronounce that. Saskatchewan. I apologize if that is mispronounced. And around Perth, Amboy, and New Jersey. It's easier for me to pronounce things if people say them out loud, and obviously we can't hear y'all.
So his ass went to Yankee Land. Jersey.
Yeah, people can leave the country.
No, your ass named Colonel Sanders with a white beard and a white fucking suit. Stay your black ass right in the South.
Babe, this is a microphone.
Oh, sorry. I just want to.
Okay, but
I'm sure I don't hear my loud ass.
I mean, the sound is gonna change moving it around.
So sorry. I need to clean. Sorry. This is also where me and Tony don't clean together. Cook together because I have to clean while I go. All right. I get anxiety. I don't like to see shit. It's sticky. It's freaking me out.
And I can fill more pie crust with that if you want me to. That later.
It's up to you. I just need to clean.
Okay. There was nothing back there.
When you clean, you have to clean all of the surface, babe, not just what.
Yeah, but it could have been. I could have done that. later.
I could do it now. Wow.
Yeah. No more cooking, trying to bake in the kitchen with April. Because I am being caused anxiety by this movement. But yeah, what are y'all up to? Anybody drinking anything, eating anything good this morning or afternoon, depending on where you are?
Yeah, Jason, what time is it out there?
Should be 20 minutes to 2 where Jason is. I thought it's away.
I'm really stressing her out.
And it's funny to you.
It's not funny to me. It just has to be clean. I don't know why me cleaning stresses you out.
Because you're in my space.
I'm always in your space. You ain't got no space no more. We are married.
Yeah. You moving.
Always in your damn space. You can frame your thing down if you'd like.
I mean, you already pretty much.
Oh my God, Tony.
Okay. 1:40 in Toronto was reading Butler's Seed series this morning. What's that about, Jason? I'm not heard. Butler's Seed series.
Is that like the help?
I don't know. Is Jason gonna tell us what it's about or what the kind of plot is?
I'm gonna throw this away because you had like egg on it or something.
I think it's empty anyway. Did you get that thing in it?
What thing?
The
spoon?
Yeah.
No. Is it in there? I didn't get it out.
I don't think it's in there.
All right. Chill the hell out now.
Sammer. April, I don't like sweet breakfast. Also, April, sugar cream and whipped cream in my coffee, please and thank you.
I love me some Sammer.
You talking shit.
Sammer's my boo.
So it says Octavia Butler. So also from the.
I love Octavia. Octavia played in that scary. It wasn't scary. That movie Mob. That's Octavia in it.
Yeah, I was trying to finish reading his thing. A fiction from a black woman. NASA's latest landing site on Mars was just named for her.
Okay.
I'm with it.
But did y'all see Mob? Because I've only seen Octavia in dramatic roles, and that was my first time seeing her like in a suspense movie. The plot was kind of, but her acting was great. Did you watch Mob with me, man?
No, you know I'm not watching it.
Mob was it was okay.
You know I'm not watching
the plot
nothing
was,
like
again,
that.
It could have been better.
Jeb, my love, what's going on? Jeb just popped in. You missed all of
The cooking.
Yeah, we're in the oven now, bud.
When I tell y'all, it's hot as hell.
Yeah. Also, another head bumping that happened this morning. That fan is usually over here. April had it on the highest setting. It was so loud. It was causing such sensory issues for me with how loud it was. And she was like, well, you can't. I need the fan, and it's too hot, and I'm going to be sweating, and it's too hot in the kitchen.
Me up fucking set.
So I'm like, put the fan by you then, because that's too loud for me, and I'm already nervous about being on here in front of all these people and fucking up shit.
You can't cook on here no more.
So Virginia's co-signing Octavia Butler. I loved Octavia Butler also as a supporting actress in Hidden Figures.
Yeah. That was a good movie.
She was in that Fruitvale Station. She was the mama in that movie also.
These women play role. I couldn't even be no actress. Just with some of the shit in the fucking movie, I would have lost myself and cut somebody the fuck out.
I didn't know Octavia Butler is writing too.
Yeah, she's producing also.
No, that he's reading books.
Yeah, she has books. She's producing, and I think she has a deal with I want to say HBO, but it could be one of those other networks. But she's going to be doing a miniseries.
Yeah, I fuck with Octavia. She's an excellent actress.
She is.
She was in that stupid movie. I want to say I went in when I was in college. You know, wherever the group goes, you go. I don't know if it was a movie I would watch, but it was called Dinner for Schmucks. And she played a really weird lady that felt like she could talk to dead animals.
Yeah,
and when they served like a lobster or some other thing, she was trying to talk to the food. It was pretty weird. So she went.
She's a really good actress.
She goes from that to playing the mother of an incarcerated teen that gets killed by police to playing
that's
supervisor
of a good actor when you can, or actors when you can switch genres. Because there's some actors that like you just need to stick to comedy. Like okay, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Tiffany Haddish. Why are they trying to make her? I don't like her. I'm sorry. I really don't. I try to like her because she's from California, and I'll try to rep. And everybody from California, I try to rep for y'all. She's corny. Why are they trying to get her to play? Was it Jackie Joyner Kersey?
I think it's FloJo.
FloJo. That's an important. No. I'm not gonna watch it.
You look at you confusing the black people. Is it Jackie Joyner Kersey?
They both are. So what's the problem? They both are. They both are track stars. But like, that's a serious damn role for her to be fucking playing. She can barely do the comedy stuff. That's like getting Mike Epps to play like Martin Luther King. Like, no.
Wow.
No. Cat Williams playing Malcolm X. No.
Don't open it.
I have to open and check mine. Okay, I'm sorry.
I'll turn the light on. You can look through the window.
I have to.
Yeah. Sammer says last week he was thinking of buying a Nintendo to play Mario Kart. Yeah,
you
that would
need
be fun.
to.
We have fun with it. Yeah, it's Nintendo Switch for online play. Yeah, but I've enjoyed the Mario Kart. You know, I've been run ragged the past month with. You know, I've traveled about 4 times in a month. Once for work. You know, April and I went to St. Louis to brew our collaboration beer with Olivia's second shift.
Coming out
Should be more details about that. It's called Rain and Shine, and you know the proceeds from the one in the U.S. because it's a transatlantic collaboration. Cloudwater in the U.K. as well as Rock Leopard and Queer Brewing Project are also collaborating on this particular beer, and their version is going to donate to Black Trans Fund or Foundation and UK Black Pride. And ours in the U.S. is going to donate to Trans Women of Color Collective, Dr. Lourdes Hunter. So we're pretty excited about that.
Lourdes is going to be on. If you guys have FX, there's going to be a docu-series.
Probably out now.
Yeah, it's a docu-series about
Called
Pride.
Yeah.
And the organization that she funds is the one that we're donating to. Her name is Lourdes, and she's beautiful and fabulous, and she'll be on. I think she said the fifth or 6th
episode. No, I figured out Lourdes is a motherfucking Trojan, so you know she was here with me from the get go doing
Lourdes.
USC. Fight on, baby.
Oh my god, it's hot.
But yeah. So that's what we've been doing with there. We tried to take a vacation in San Diego, and the weather got better as soon as we left. But I did have some chance to relax, have some nice beers.
We have another trip coming up.
And then I went to Memphis. I mean, that trip was non-negotiable. My grandmother is she turned last week, 84. A happy belated birthday, Granny. So I had to go see her for that. I hadn't seen my folks in 2 years due to the pandemic, you know, and the travel restrictions and me just not want to be an asshole and carry things out to 80-year-old people. So I saw Granny and Mama Boyce and my aunties and uncles, and
yes,
I enjoyed that. But you know, now I'm back, and we'll probably be traveling in the next couple weeks again here soon.
Here, how hot is it out there?
See you later, Jason.
Bye, Jason. I don't know. When I lived in Florida, I didn't like it. I have a whole respect for, you know, the cute people in Florida. I don't know how y'all do it. Because when I was out there, I was just hot and irritated the whole fucking time.
What constitutes a cute people?
Well, first off, you have to be cute. That's number one. Without trying, you have to
what make.
But I'm just saying, like, when people would get their hair and their nails and then their makeup, like the first night I got there, I was like, oh, snap, you know, let's be cute. Go to the club. Girl, I was in line for all of 5 minutes and wanted to go home. Makeup running down my fucking face, sweated out my hair. I just had an attitude. Everybody was like, let's go drink. Drinking makes you more hot. No, I'm not fucking drinking. I'm already goddamn hot, y'all. Like, I don't know how
basically
y'all
don't hang out with April. She's annoying.
Unless I'm in a controlled environment.
She's annoying. Don't hang out with April.
Whew, child, I don't know how y'all got my utmost respect, because being cute in Florida is probably a whole goddamn mission with this heat. with that heat. Y'all got that dry.
No, Florida is humid.
Or that mucky?
Florida is humid. The dry heat is here.
That mucky. Y'all, it's just so hot in here. I don't like it.
What, in Florida?
Here.
It's not hot
I
right now.
hate it here. It's hot.
It's hot outside.
It's hot in this damn kitchen.
It is not.
Yeah. And Kira stays cute, so I don't know how the fuck you do. You must stay inside all the time in the air.
No. Is Kira still on here?
I
Kira,
don't
if you're
know.
here, are you an indoor girl? I married an indoor girl.
Show the fuck yeah. I can't wait to kick Kira. Kira is tall as fuck. Kira is like 5'10".
Oh, wow.
We're gonna look awkward as hell kicking it.
Well,
but we
I
gonna
don't know.
kick it.
Everybody's tall. My perspective is totally thrown off. I'm under 5 feet, so even April's taller than I am.
Mhm.
And April's pretty short compared to average height for somebody assigned female. But I think everybody's tall because I'm always looking up like
Yeah.
this. When I don't want to be bothered, I look at the ground. No one
I
else is
dated
seeing.
someone, y'all, after high school. It was 6'5". My short ass. That was the whole mission. I
but
hated standing next to him.
Is
Like, he was
height
horrible.
important to people
Yes.
in relationships? Because I
You're-
don't have a choice. I'm
You're the
gonna be
shortest
short.
person I've ever. I'm
gonna
like
be
short.
shorter than anyone else.
I always just tell people like I don't like short people. You have to be at least 5'10" to date me.
5'10".
Yeah, everyone I dated was tall as fuck. You're the shortest.
Well, I mean, I'm shorter than you.
You're the keeper.
No, she just.
I like
you
tall
saw how
girls.
she just disrespected me, telling her
I like tall girls.
how short I am.
So the plan was to date someone in the WNBA because y'all know I love basketball. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna give me like a WNBA life. Yeah,
She didn't get one.
God works in mysterious ways.
She did not get one.
That was the plan. I was gonna be a WNBA groupie and then bag me like a Brittany Garner type.
You can't even say the girl's name
What's
right.
her name?
Name
Brittany
is
Garner.
Brittany Griner.
Griner, whatever, her tall ass. That was the plan, but it didn't work out like that. God sent me my sexy engineer.
No, I hear about Brittany Griner at least 3 or 4 times a week, though.
I'm hungry and I want to eat.
You the one decided to make that shit. Like, you
Mine is almost ready.
gotta stop opening it, though.
I have to look.
You can look.
Damn. This is why I don't like her in my kitchen, y'all. She's so demanding and stuff. And it's already hot and she up here howling and stuff.
April, shut up.
Shut up. Y'all see how she talked to me? I'm Betty Broderick. Your ass. Have y'all seen Betty Broderick on Netflix?
No, you would be the broke lady trying to do $100 a week payment
Girl,
plan for the.
did y'all hear about that? This woman tried to kill her husband, hire a hitman. This has to pay in installments of $100 to kill her husband.
See you later, Sammer. Have a
Bye,
good day.
But there's have y'all know the story of Betty Broderick that killed her husband and the side? Well, she wasn't a side chick. I'll take that back. She was the new wife. But it's on Netflix. It's a miniseries. That girl was crazy.
April is nuts. She stays watching shit like this for a while, just
Research.
murder people, and it makes it hard for me to sleep at night.
First off, if you act right,
It makes it hard for me to sleep at night. I see an uptick in the viewers. A couple people may have just joined.
Hey,
if you're
boo-boos.
just joining, everything's in the oven. You'll see stuff when it comes out.
Couple
April
minutes.
has already irritated the shit out of me,
My
reaching
kitchen.
over me and shit. And I need to clean this,
My
and you need to
kitchen.
clean this, and you're gonna use this, and you're gonna use that. So you missed that. You have to
Everyone
watch
that
on replay.
knows that cooks on a regular basis knows you clean as you go. Don't nobody want to eat a good ass meal, have the itis, and come back and clean up fucking kitchen. I know I don't. Okay? It gives me anxiety. Let's just clean it now.
Gives me anxiety. People reaching over me and stuff.
Well, one of us had to suffer, okay? One of us.
See you later, Virginia.
Bye, sis. Okay.
Yeah.
So sorry, y'all. This should be done in a couple minutes. I think yours is actually going to take longer than mine, which is surprising as hell.
Well, yours went in early. It's not going to take longer. It's going to come out after. I was prepping longer than yours.
I think mine's going to be done in a couple minutes, y'all.
Rihanna says we're cracking her up.
But yeah, girl. So watch it. It's on Netflix. It's called the Betty Broderick. I think it's called the Betty Broderick story. It's about Betty Broderick, her crazy ass, this lady in California who shot up her husband and the husband's new girlfriend.
See, she stay watching shit like this, Rihanna. I'm gonna send you your homegirl. She will come live with you and your husband.
You would love this.
And I'm gonna
Now, I'm not saying that the husband,
she will be delivered to you.
I'm not saying that the husband was nice because he was a whole jackass and what he did was foul because he cheated on his wife and, you know, was fucking with his secretary.
Yeah, y'all could be, you and her can be crazy with your husband. And
he
I can
was
be
an
here
asshole.
where it's safe.
He was an asshole. But this bitch was crazy. Then what killed me, okay? Anyone knows in California, when you get divorced, the wife comes the fuck up. This motherfucker was like, we should separate. He said, let's separate, okay? So he was like, write me a list of your everyday budget, woo woo. So she gave him the list. He was like, okay, it comes down to $9,000. Mind you, he's taking care of the kids. It's just her. This has to spend $9,000 goddamn month. But he was like, I'll round it up. I'll give you $15,000 a month.
What kind of rounding is that?
Now, this is before we go to a divorce. This is not alimony. This is him giving her money just to help her out while we're separating. So I'm not going to pay for shit. Paid for her mortgage in Malibu and her car expenses and her maid. And on top of that, gave her 15 motherfucking grand. Where they do that at? And you shot this man. Girl, I'll be separate. Well, not from Tony, but I'll, get me a nice Caucasian man and separate from him. And he give me 15 grand a goddamn month and pay my mortgage. I'll be perfectly fine with that. Perfectly fine with that. But it's on Netflix.
Rihanna's like, and she killed him. What the fuck,
girl? This is not alimony. This is I'm separate. I'm stepping out of this house, but I'm gonna give you 15 grand. Why do you have a maid?
I mean,
if it's just you
get too much money and don't know what to do with themselves, I swear.
How do you clear 15 grand?
I don't know.
After your mortgage is paid.
No black woman I know is fucking up their coins like that.
The fuck we ain't, girl. I'm gonna be friends with your new wife. Let me teach you what the fuck Tony like to eat, girl. Let me teach you how to cook her meals. 15 grand for not doing shit. You paying my mortgage, and on top of that, I get 15 motherfucking grand a month. I'ma prolong the fuck out of our divorce. It's some shit we got to talk about. 15 grand. He had the kids. So it's not like she was paying for daycare or anything like that. She cleared 15 motherfucking grand a month after this man paid her mortgage and motherfucking car lease and all that shit. Girl, no black women ain't messing up our coins like that. I'll be your best motherfucker. It's gonna be the friendliest fucking divorce. Cause I'm in California, so I already know I'm getting fucking alimony. I already know I'm gonna come the fuck up off you. But you nice enough to give me 15 grand just cause, okay? Child, y'all be messing up the bag.
Yeah, she fumbled that. I don't know, like, I get it. I mean, I've been there on both sides of it. I've done fucked up shit in relationships, and I've been fucked over as well. But I don't know how people get there. I don't know if that's a personality trait or if it's something we don't know in this story. But I don't need to kill people. I'm just...
And her whole defense, girl, was, he emotionally abused me. And he probably did. You still can't shoot this motherfucker. Do you know how many people I would have shot by now?
People have different ideas of what is considered emotional abuse.
He was an asshole. He cheated on you, sis. I get it.
I mean, some people would say cheating is emotional abuse. Some people would not.
And I'm not saying he was an angel. He was a complete asshole for cheating on his wife of 4 children with his little, secretary. I get it.
It doesn't sound like an original story, though.
That's my thing. That happens all the fucking time.
She did not get off. She did not.
She's still in jail, girl. I think she's due out in like 3 or 4 years. She's 70-something years old. But it's crazy to me. Like, do you know how many people I would have shot by now that cheated on me? I would have had a couple damn bodies by now. If that was just like, we can shoot people for this. This motherfucker stressed me out, so I had to off this bitch. Like, it'd been a couple motherfuckers.
And to me, just seeing the way I grew up, people I grew up around, just people who I've seen way worse. Like, some people will cheat on you and abandon you and leave you with the kids and say, I'm not giving you shit until the court tells me I have to.
Yes.
Like, some people abandon their kids. He had
his kids. Girl, I have friends that's chasing niggas down for $300 in child support. You getting 15 grand a month, ma'am, and you're upset. Really? You got a whole. She had a house on Malibu. Anybody that knows any kind of real estate, you got a whole fucking house on the beach, the rich white beach at that, and he's paying for that, and then giving you 15 grand. Girl, if you don't chill out, go lay down. You stressed out, go lay down. You doing the most. Gonna shoot that man. Girl, it's a good series now. It's on Netflix. I think it's like 7 or 8 episodes. The bitch was crazy.
She was on crack or something.
The
I don't
bitch
know
was
what
crazy.
I feel like people get too rich and then they start
losing their motherfucking mind.
just stupid. Like
how you clear 15 grand a month and you don't have to pay your mortgage. I am perplexed. And this was in the 80s. And she was telling our friends, I don't know how to live. It's so
she don't know how to live. That's what people got too much money.
Girl.
And I don't know. I think money does that type of money
warps your
does
change
mind. People.
Girl.
Because in my head, as a regular ass person, I'm like, oh fuck, I'm stressed out. I need to go to Acapulco or some shit and get my mind right. Like shit. What are you thinking,
girl? First of all, us hood chicks, I would have flipped that 15.
Rihanna said. Now she in jail eating top ramen.
Girl, okay? First off, my black ass would have flipped that. I would have got me a whole job, moved up out that motherfucking house. Or no, actually, I would have been an Airbnb. I would have been the first of that kind. I would have rented that shit out as Airbnb. I would have got me a little job before I got off that, and I would have flipped the fuck out that 15 grand that man was giving me every goddamn month. She's
so
stupid.
Gonna parlay it into
I sure the hell
empire.
was.
You're gonna become a mogul.
Until I get my legal alimony, I sure the hell I would have flipped the fuck out that shit. That girl crazy. Fumbled the bag.
I think mine is good. Mine's probably supposed to be really also. A couple of more minutes after. So April made. Anybody just joining us? April made a big quiche. I made little small pecan pies. All of it's about ready to come out of the oven. April's taking her quiche out now, and you see what hers looks like.
Or take it out?
You can close it. I'm gonna do it like
put it in the middle.
a few more minutes, 3 more minutes.
And also, y'all, when y'all make a quiche, let it sit and rest and settle for a little bit before you cut into it. It shouldn't be runny, but just so everything settles.
Yeah, any egg-based.
Let it rest.
Because mine is egg-based too. The filling for pecan pie is egg-based also. So yeah, that also needs to rest, but we'll see what it looks like when it comes out. Then when we let it cool.
Ooh, child.
You want to use the cooling rack?
Oh, you got fancy stuff. I don't want to take mine out the tin. Don't you take off the tin?
You can, but like instead of having it absorb, you can keep it in, or you can take it out, or you can keep it in. It doesn't
Either
matter.
way, I just don't want to take out the tin. That's too big. Take out the tin. I'm actually gonna move it to the counter so we got the hot stove.
Yeah, that's what the cooling tin is for.
But yes,
So it doesn't go on your counter either. That's April's egg pie.
Boom.
I didn't know what quiche was, but when I figured out it was egg pie, I couldn't.
Stop calling it. It's like that's like the great value way of saying it. I'm bougie. It is a quiche.
You get it off the camera?
It is a quiche.
Egg pie.
Oh, child, it's hot. Ooh, I don't like the heat. But anyway, y'all, what else is good on Netflix? Because, like, I have went through everything. And then, like, you know how they have, like, the top 10 things that are trending? Those movies look so sad. Like, not sad as in, like, dramatic, but, like, why the fuck are y'all watching these type sad? Like,
Oh, they look poorly.
they looked horrible.
Well, people are
I'm
into
not
that
watching
indie
shit.
type shit, like independent.
It wasn't even that. It's just, like, the weirdest, like, no, I'm not watching that shit. I already know. I'm not watching this shit.
What you mean, like sad as in the subject matter is sad?
No, as in this is stupid. Why would you watch this? Is it 12-year-olds like on here? Like it was. I'm not watching that shit. I like stuff like the Betty Broderick shit that I was just talking about.
Rihanna said Netflix be whack, but I'm
They
definitely watching this. Netflix also
Betty
has
girl.
something called High
Betty
on the
Broderick.
Hog. I enjoyed that one. I'm trying to get April to watch it. She seems like that's gonna trigger some emotions for her
What
with her
is
Brenda.
Oh, that cowboy thing.
But
Yeah.
it's the history of black food from, you know, how the diaspora got our food. It has
I
Black
like
Cowboys,
shows like.
original mac and cheese.
Have y'all seen the series on Netflix called You? With the little dude that gets obsessed with the females.
That's creepy.
I like shit like that. Okay.
You're a creepy.
I like stuff like that. I don't like the corny shit that's now on the top 10. I was like, who the fuck watching this shit? I'm more of a Hulu type girl, but they slip into with their shows. But Reed, that Betty Broderick girl, I finished that shit in like 2 nights. That hoe was crazy. Cute. 15 grand, y'all. Ooh, that make me mad. I can't get over that. 15 free.
Yeah. Have y'all seen Ruthless? I haven't seen that. Have you seen that, April?
Ruthless? No. What is that about? That sounds like some shit I'd watch.
Yeah. Sounds like something you would be in.
Yeah. Wow, really? I'll probably watch Snap because you be acting up.
Shit, who acted up? To talk about, see, you threatened to kill somebody because I said you were rude.
I gotta research my shit because you be acting all the way to
That's a case. So April's cutting into the quiche.
I gotta play
show it to
myself.
him?
Huh?
Did you show it to him?
I showed him the top, but I'm gonna cut into it and put it on a nice plate.
It's a cult show, all black cast. You mean cult like it has a cult like following, or is it a show about a black cult?
Is that on Netflix? I'm about to look that up.
Yeah, we can look it up now and see about.
Did you want to play for yours or no? Yours should be good, right?
I'll take a
You want to see through or white?
You know what? The smallest one you have.
Where is it? Parsley.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave 1 more minute.
I'm gonna lift that up, Reed. I like cult shit too. I don't get how people.
It's on BET.
Oh, okay.
No, it's a freaky sex cult.
I'm gonna watch that stuff like that. Have you seen the Nexus? Is that what it's called? Nexus. Them suburban white people in New York that was in that sex cult and they got branded, girl. That's on HBO. People is crazy. I wish the fuck somebody would.
Me.
I ain't a motherfucking cow. I wish somebody would. See, that's when I would have snapped the fuck out the cult. Oh, y'all want to fight?
She said, "OMG, OMG, yes."
Girl, the cult, my brainwashing would have snapped the fuck out that day as soon as they came with that little poker. Like, oh, you hoes want to play? Okay.
All right.
He branded and shit. People are crazy. You want me to move it? I can just move mine instead of you putting both up here.
It's okay.
That's a lot.
No, this is here.
But girl, I'm about to look that up, Ray. But that cult shit, that Nexus shit, like them hoes was crazy. It's horrible what happened to them, but them hoes was crazy. I don't understand how you.
The yoga one was pretty weird too.
There's another one on Netflix. All this shit happens in California. I forgot what the name of it. He was like a yoga guru, like in the 80s or some shit. And he was like sexually assaulting all these women in his class. And they said he was kind of like cult-ish. I don't like to victim blame. I just don't know the thought process of people that get caught up in stuff like that. I feel like they're already kind of emotional and looking for something. And I think that's how they get caught up in stuff like that. Because I don't particularly understand.
All right, so these are looking all right. Rihanna says she's obsessed with cults.
Yes. I think Scientology is a fucking cult. I'm sorry not really. If you're a Scientologist, like, get out. I think you're in a cult, baby. Scientology is weird as hell, and it's a made-up religion. Y'all got Star Trek fucking characters and shit.
Oh,
I'm going to hell. But yeah, if you're in Scientology, get out.
All right.
I didn't even use this tonight.
I don't even know how to get these out of here. What's the best way?
Can't you just push? You have to just push the button.
I mean, out of the office hand. Oh,
I got you.
Oh, your hands are.
Get a little closer. Stop.
All right. Whew. Yeah, that's why I wasn't doing it.
These two are stuck.
We probably want to, you got a spatula?
Extra.
But yeah, these are the little.
Her little pecan pies.
On pie.
I don't know why these. Maybe the filling came out.
Out the bottom.
Or maybe the crust just got.
All right.
Yeah, the filling
came out the bottom. All right.
Boom.
So, turn off the oven.
Yes, please.
Hot as hell in here. But we're gonna let these cool a bit.
I'm gonna take pictures of mine and I'm gonna show you. And I'm about to eat, y'all. I'm hungry. I'm sorry. Y'all my besties. Y'all understand.
Yeah, eat.
April's greedy. Y'all know that by now.
Rihanna said that's why she's obsessed with cults. Like how?
Yeah. And they be saying some crazy shit like them motherfuckers that drunk the Jesus juice and they all died. I ain't drinking no motherfucking Jesus juice with y'all.
You ain't drinking the Jesus
Hell
juice?
fuck no. Jesus said live.
He said live, baby.
I ain't read shit in the Bible said drink this juice together. Fuck y'all.
Yes, it does. Communion is drink this juice together.
That's drink of flesh of my flesh, blood of my blood. It ain't say shit, let's drink this Kool-Aid and all die together. Like they motherfucking crazy.
Yeah, communion represents a death. It's not that far off.
Look here.
You're commemorating a death.
I ain't
when you
commemorating
take
shit. I can read
communion.
about it.
When you take communion, that's what
I
you
ain't
do.
commemorating the goddamn thing.
That's what you do when you take
Jesus
communion.
wants me to live. For this I know. The Bible motherfucker tells me so.
Wow.
I'm not drinking no
on a
motherfucking
Sunday.
Jesus juice.
On a Sunday.
The Lord
morning.
knows my heart. I ain't drinking Jesus juice.
All right, I'm letting my guys cool a bit. They're on here.
I'll be the one in the cult that switch out my shit to water and watch y'all.
Wow, April. Wow.
And watch y'all. Oh, child. Okay. Here's what the quiche looks like. Notice all of the cheese on the side. Goodness. Bomb.
All right.
Yeah, but I don't get how either. They be doing the absolute most. Let me ask you a picture. Drinking Jesus juice, giving them all the money, deeds to their house.
Like that little boy on America's Funniest Home Video. You spent all the money on that?
For real. And then in Scientology, I was watching that, forgot that actress. She has like a whole series trying to like get people out.
Oh, she does?
Yeah. Because she used to be a Scientologist.
How did she get
These
out?
motherfuckers pay like thousands of dollars to learn. What religion gonna make you pay thousands of dollars to make you learn their gospel? I don't understand that. I don't understand why you don't think that shit is weird. Yeah. Thousands. People like sit up there and gave up their fucking deeds to their house and shit to like buy books and shit like that. Like, y'all. Couldn't be me. Unless I get a goddamn degree from that shit. I can parlay into a job. I'm not paying y'all my goddamn money.
Let me get both. So this one has both in it.
That's good. And a quiche will usually last y'all like a good 4 days, to be perfectly honest. Without it start being iffy, 4 days you can eat off a quiche.
She says yummy. Now, Rihanna, you have to say who the yummy is directed towards.
If you came over to our house right now and I was like, girl,
you have to say
pull up.
Who is you talking to?
Whose food would you eat? You want with the pecans? It's really like a dessert. Are you gonna have like a nice mimosa with me and we can eat our quiche and talk about snap and cults and shit? Who you rolling with?
You do that over Rihanna's house with her.
No, right here.
Nah.
So you could hear that
talk about
shit.
the snap then.
I need this to be in the back of your mind if I fuck up.
We could talk about that in her
April
husband.
been researching for years. You want to taste it?
I don't like eggs like that. You know that.
It's so good.
I'm glad you like it. It looks very good.
I'm tired.
And even she not responding. She not fucking with the
You can hurt her feelings.
You
It's okay,
can't
boo.
just be saying yummy and shit.
It's okay, boo. You can hurt her feelings. She don't want her
says
feelings.
April, duh. Wow.
Ah,
That's fucked up.
thank you, boo. She can watch the baby.
I'm not watching no kids.
You can watch her baby.
No.
You know the cute little girl I always show you?
I
The
know
fancy girl.
I
Yeah.
know who this
Her
is.
baby.
No.
She's not good with kids.
Wow.
Your baby would have her.
Thank you.
Your baby
Thank you
would
for
have.
that.
Tony would be stressed the fuck out.
But yeah,
All right.
that's that's it for us. This
You not
we
gonna
got
taste
one.
yours?
I'll taste it in a second, but this is getting a little long, and this is on your channel, so
Okay.
I don't want to
We're
fuck
gonna
up
wrap
your
it
metrics.
up. This was Tony's first experience cooking in front of folks. I think she did a great job. It looked great. Thank you guys so much for joining. All of my YouTube friends and all my beer friends, thank you guys for coming. I clearly won.
Wow.
But Tony's looks excellent. I'm gonna eat 2 of these things.
No, you aren't gonna eat it
Me
either
too,
because
these
you
things.
fucking rude and you cook something you know I don't eat. So
That's true. Whenever, like, when y'all mad at y'all spouse, just cook some shit they don't eat and fucks with them. But anyway, thank you guys so much for coming. We're gonna do this again next Sunday. I'm also gonna have a new series on my channel called Let's Do Lunch. Me and my homegirls. I haven't decided what fucking day it's gonna be on, but that's gonna be once a month too. That's gonna be a live cooking event. But thank you guys for coming. Love y'all. Thank you for supporting us in Black and Soul and April and me. And until next time.
see y'all later.
Bye.